And some hackers have snooped around in the newest version of the Tesla app coming out. This is version 3.10.4, and it appears to have some Model Y images in there that they will use in the app to show the status of your car.
Yeah, so let's talk about the app for a second, because I think if there's a lot of non-Tesla users out there, they might be like, what is all this talk all the time about the Tesla app? And I thought it might be worthwhile just to tell you what you can do with the app as opposed to a regular car, which pretty much just has a fob or a key.
Right.
So you can summon your car out of a parking space.
Yes.
That's just regular old summon, like simple summon.
It goes forward or backwards. So,
right.
and you can summon it into a parking space as well with the app as well.
Right.
You can use it to open the frunk. You can unlock and lock the car. You can also start your car.
Can I just stop you right there?
Yeah.
Two super important functions, because I've used this before. If, let's say you fly to Cleveland and then your wife needs the car, and you forgot to leave the keys, you took them with you to Cleveland.
Right.
Well, then your wife's not going to use the car.
Right.
But if you have the app for Tesla, you can just be like, oh, honey, I'll unlock the car for you, or I'll start the car for you.
From Cleveland. The app does not need to be next to the car.
Right.
It can be on the other side of the world. It does this all over the internet.
Super useful.
Super, super useful. And in fact, pretty much all of these function no matter where you are, except for summon.
Right. So what else can you do?
You can open the trunk. You can vent and also close your windows. So if it's really hot in the car and you don't want to just waste a lot of energy using air conditioning, you can vent the windows. If it starts raining, you can close the windows no matter what state they're in.
Yep. You can pre-cool or preheat the car before you go out in the morning,
which is really nice. You can flash the lights. You can also honk. So if you're in a very big parking garage and you're like, where is my car? Everyone always used to have the little honk, click the lock button. This just flashes your lights.
But you know what? With the app, you can check out the location of your car. It'll show you a map and show you where your car is on the map, and then you in relation to your car, and give you directions to your car.
Right. It doesn't help if you're in a 40-story tall parking garage. It won't tell you what floor you're on.
Right.
But at least you'll know that you're in the right place.
You can put it into valet mode. So if you went into the restaurant and you're like, oh gosh, I forgot to put it in valet mode, they're going to be speeding around in it. Put it in valet mode. You can put it in speed limit mode. So if you're letting your son drive the car and you're like, let's make sure he doesn't go too fast, turn that on.
Right. To whatever speed you want, above 50 miles an hour. You can also adjust your charging limit.
Yep.
So if you're like, oh, I don't want to charge the car to full tonight, you can go and set it. Or if you're like, oh, tomorrow we need to go out on a big adventure, you can adjust your charge limit to make it even higher.
You can open your charge port. You can find superchargers. You can even purchase upgrades, schedule service, get roadside assistance, and you can share your referral code all with the app.
Right. And that is why I think a lot of Tesla owners really love their cars. It's not so much just the car. It's also the connectivity that you have with your app. Being able to set the temperature of your car while you're away from it, so that way when you get there, it's nice and toasty warm, or it's nice and cool. Whatever you want to do, it's really, really nice. Thanks so much for watching this Now You Know clip.
Head over to Now You Know channel for full episodes of Tesla Time news and in depth.
And if you want to treat yourself and your family to something amazing, check this out.
Jesse and I have been enjoying Masterclass, where we've been learning all sorts of fun topics from the masters themselves. Magic from Penn and Teller. Yes, that Penn and Teller.
Filmmaking from Spike Lee. Yeah, that Spike Lee.
TV writing from Shonda Rhimes.
Acting from Helen Mirren.
And so many more.
Click the link down below to support our channel and experience what it's like to learn from the masters at Masterclass.